So today we are going to start with a new topic, fundamental algebraic concepts and operations. Fundamental algebraic concepts and operations. So before we start, we need to understand certain terminologies, the terms related to this particular chapter. So let us start writing a few things on this. So first one is, what do you understand by a constant? Write it down. A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. Underline this fixed numerical value. Examples: any number, 3, 5, 2 by 5, minus 5, root over 10, etc. All such numbers are constants whose values remains fixed. Then we have got the next is variables, or we can say the literals. Variables or literals. A symbol which takes on various numerical values. Is known as a variable or a literal. A symbol which takes on various numerical values is known as a variable or a literal. Let us take an example. What type of quantities are called variables? Example: if we write x is equals to 3y, then the value of x will change with the value of y, which means if we give or assign any value to the quantity y, we will be having different values of x. So if x is equals to 3y, so now if we take or assign a value like this, suppose y is equals to 1, then x is equals to 3 into 1, that is 3. If we take y is equals to 2, then x becomes 3 into 2, that is 6. If we take y equals to minus 1, then x will be 3 into minus 1, that is minus 3. So this way we can see that the value of x keeps on changing as the value of y is changed. So that means x have got different values for the different values of y. That means the value of x is not fixed. In that case, such quantities whose values are not fixed we call them the variables. Okay, so next we have what is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expressions. A combination of constants and variables, of constants and variables connected by operations is known as an algebraic expression. Is known as an algebraic expression. So it is a combination of the constant and the variables. Just before it we have discussed about what is a constant and what is a variable. An algebraic expression is a combination of those constants and variables connected by operations. Now, example, if we take, you can write 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 is an algebraic expression where you can see the two quantities 2x and 3 are connected by the plus operator. Similarly, we can write x square plus 2x plus 3y plus 5. So this is also an algebraic expression where we have got the quantities like x square, 2x, 3y, 5 all are connected by plus operator, or we can use, supposing this is minus, so either the plus or the minus operator. Always remember, if you apply multiplication and the division symbol, that does not separate the terms, right? So this is what is called an algebraic expression, that is a combination of the constant and the variables connected by the operators like plus and minus, is called or is known as an algebraic expression. So next one is what are called the terms of an algebraic expression. Terms of an algebraic expression. So we have already come to know about constant, we have come to know about variables, we have also come to know what is called an algebraic expression. Now what are the terms of an algebraic expression? So several parts of an algebraic expression. Several parts of an algebraic expression separated by a plus or minus symbol or sign are called the terms of an algebraic expression. For example, if we write 3x plus 7y, it has this algebraic expression contains two terms. What are those two terms? One is 3x and the other is 7y, and these two terms are connected by the operator plus. Similarly, we can take another example like 3x square plus 2y cube minus 3xy. So this is also an algebraic expression, and the expression consists of three terms. It has got three terms. Those are 3x square Then the next is 2y cube and the last one is minus 3xy. So if you have got a negative sign, then you have to include that in the terms. So the three terms of this expression are 3x square, 2y cube and minus 3xy, and all these three terms are separated with the operator plus as well as minus. We have already known. So several parts of an algebraic expression separated by a plus or a minus sign is known as an algebraic expression. Terms of an algebraic expression. So the next one we will move on to find out the various types of algebraic expression. What are the various types of algebraic expression? Various types of algebraic expressions. So you have come to know about the constants, you have come to know about the variables, also you have come to know what is called an algebraic expression as well as what are the terms of an algebraic expression. Now the next topic is various types of the algebraic expression. The first one is a monomial. What is called a monomial? An algebraic expression containing one term only. Containing one term only is called a monomial. Is called a monomial. So any algebraic expression consisting of only a single term, then that is called a monomial. For example, we can take like 3x, 5y, minus 2x, y cube, minus 4x by 9y. So these are all, okay, not, let me write it. So these are all monomials because each contains only a single term. So any algebraic expression, if it contains only one single term, then that is called a monomial. Second one, what is a binomial? This is, first one is monomial, second one is binomial. So an algebraic expression containing two terms. An algebraic expression containing two terms is called a binomial. So let us take an example to understand what is called a binomial. So you can write 3x plus 7y. This algebraic expression consists of two terms. One is 3x and another is 7y. What are those two terms? The two terms are 3x and 7y. So if you find any algebraic expression containing two terms, that is called a binomial. The next one is trinomial. Trinomial. So similarly, an algebraic expression containing three terms. An algebraic expression containing 3 terms is called a trinomial. So if any algebraic expression, if it consists of 3 terms, then it is called a trinomial. Let us take an example. For example, 3x plus 7y plus 5. It has got 3 terms. The terms are 3x, 7y and 5. Where 5 is the constant term. The next one is multinomial. What is called a multinomial? An algebraic expression containing more than one term is called a multinomial. So any expression having more than one term is called a multinomial. So therefore we can say, binomial and trinomial. Binomial and trinomials are also multinomials. So any algebraic expression containing more than one term is called a multinomial. So we have already discussed about binomial, which consists of 2 terms, so that also can be called a multinomial, and trinomial, which consists of 3 terms, this also can be called a trinomial. So next we will discuss about, so this was the various types of the algebraic expressions. The next one is factors of a term. Factors of a term. When two or more quantities, numbers, you can write in bracket, numbers and literals. Numbers means the constant, literals means the variables, are multiplied to form a term. Then each one of these quantities is called a factor of the term. So if a constant factor is called a numerical factor. A constant factor is called a numerical factor, while a variable factor is called a literal factor. when two or more quantities, which are numbers and letters, are multiplied to form a term, then each one of these quantities is called a factor of the term. So, if you take an example, like 3x. So 3x is a term which is the product of a constant 3 and the literal or the variable x. So the term is formed by multiplying a constant term 3 and the variable or the literal x. So the term is 3x. Then if you are to find the factors, then 3 is one of the factor of the term 3x and x is also one of the factor of 3x. And at the same time 3, which is a constant, is called a numerical factor, and x, which is a variable, is called the literal factor. So if you find the number is a constant, that will be called as a numerical factor, and x, which is a variable, is called a literal factor. So next we will find what is a constant term. Constant term. In an algebraic expression, a term which has no literal factor, is called a constant term. Let us take the example 3x plus 7y plus 3z minus 2. So this is the example we have taken. Here you have to find what is called the constant factor. So the expression we have taken here is 3x plus 7y plus 3z minus 2. So here the constant term is equals to minus 2. You can see minus 2 is the constant term. According to the definition in an algebraic expression, a term which has no literal factor is called a constant term. So here x is the literal factor, y is the literal factor, z is the literal factor, but here in this case minus 2 don't have any literal factor, so that is called a constant term. Next we will write coefficients. Any factor of a term, is called the coefficient. Any factor of a term is called the coefficient of the product of all the remaining factors, in a term. The numerical factor attached to the variables is called the numerical coefficient. Similarly, in a term, the non-numeric factor consisting of the variables of the term is called the literal coefficient. So what are called the coefficients? Any factor of a term is called the coefficient of the product of all the remaining factors. In a term, the numeric factor attached to the variables is called the numerical coefficient, and the non-numeric factor consisting of the variables of the term is called the literal coefficient. So let us take an example to understand this. Example, let us take the term minus 9xy. So this is the term, or you can say it is a monomial, an algebraic expression. The numerical coefficient. What is the numerical coefficient? If you are asked to write the numerical coefficient, then what we are going to write? We are going to write the value minus 9. And if you are to write down the literal coefficient, then that will be the variables which are related or attached to the term. So the numerical coefficient in this case is xy, and the numerical coefficient is minus 9, and the literal coefficient is given by xy. So the constant factors which are you can see in a term of an expression is called the numerical coefficient, and the literal factors, this is xy, is called the literal coefficient in this expression. Now we will understand what are called like terms. What are called like terms? Terms having the same literal coefficients, are called like terms. Otherwise, they are called unlike terms. So let us take an example to understand what are like terms and what are unlike terms. Example, if we take 7x square minus 7x square 3 by 2x square. If you take all these terms, if you can look into it carefully, the terms having the same literal coefficient. So what is the literal coefficient in these terms? X square is the literal coefficient. Here also x square is the literal coefficient. Here also x square is the literal coefficient. So if the literal coefficients are all same, then we call them as like terms. So all these are like terms because they have got the same literal coefficients. Now if we take another example, 7x square y minus 7z square minus 3 by 2 xz square. So if you look into those carefully, you will find all these terms have got different literal coefficients. Here it is x square y, here second one is z, in the first one no z, second one no xy, third one no y, and also the powers are also different. So If it has to be like term, this would be identical, exactly the same, just like x square, x square, x square. If it is x cube, then it becomes unlike term. So any term having the terms having the same literal coefficients will be called as like terms, or otherwise we will call them unlike terms. So next we move on to what are polynomials. So what are called polynomials? An algebraic expression in which the variables involved have only non-negative integral powers is called a polynomial. So what is a polynomial? An algebraic expression in which the variables involved have only non-negative integral powers is called a polynomial. No variable should have negative power or be in the denominator in any expression. An algebraic expression in which the variables involved have only non-negative integral powers. That means the powers should not be negative. For example, x to the power minus 3. So if you find an algebraic any expression in which the power of the literal is negative, then that will not be called a polynomial. Okay, so let us take an example. (3x plus 7y plus 3z minus 2). Here we can see the literals are x, y, z, and all have got positive powers, and hence we can call it a polynomial. So this is a polynomial. But if we write like this, x squared y plus 2z by 3 minus 2abc plus 2y by x squared plus 3. Now if you look into this, the literal x squared, which is in the denominator, if you take it into the numerator, it will become negative. So any expression either having a negative power, or if it is appearing in the denominator, we cannot call them as a polynomial. Let us take another example like x plus 3 by x square plus 5 by x cube. All these, if you take the values, if you take this literal in the numerator, this becomes x plus 3x to the power minus 2 plus 5x to the power minus 3. So here we get the powers of the literals in the negative form, that is x to the power minus 2, minus 3 are all negative. So if they are negative or if they are appearing in the denominator, we cannot call them as a polynomial. So now by looking into an expression, you can make out whether it is a polynomial or not. Just look into the powers of the literals. If they are negative, that is not a polynomial, or if it is in the denominator, then also it is not a polynomial. So today we have discussed whatever is discussed. Just go through this. We are little more definitions we have to discuss on this particular topic, and whatever is discussed today is very important. You just go through those and you have got the exercise. Try to solve a few questions from the exercise, and it will help you to clear your concept on this particular chapter, that is algebraic expression. What is a constant, what is a variable, what is a polynomial, what is called an algebraic expression, what are the terms of an expression, what is numerical coefficient, what is literal coefficient. So many things today we have discussed here. So all these things are very important to learn, and only way to learn is through practice. So if you solve a few problems on this particular concept, you will be having a clear understanding, and study in such a way that you don't forget. Once you understand, once you learn, you are not supposed to forget anything, because this concept will be again carried forward in the next higher level when you go to the next class, and there might be you will be requiring this, not might be, you are going, definitely you will be requiring all the concepts that you are studying now. And so if you forget that, it will be a problem for you. So till then, whatever is discussed, go through this. In the next class we will again take up this particular topic with few more definitions, and then we will solve problems based on this. So till then, bye bye, have a nice day, take care.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye bye, bye bye.
Bye, sir.